Hello and welcome to CCDTV News. I'm Eren Yörük.
And I am Mamou. It's always a pleasure to have you join us on the news broadcast every Friday. Well, the weather has been a little kinder to us this past few days, but I hear it might improve in the coming days. But not to get ahead of myself and to raise false hope, Erin, are we moving towards warmer days?
Well, Mamou, I have some good news to start with today.
Awesome.
Kitchener has risen above the freezing point for the first time in 30 days. We had gotten used to seeing minus temperatures on our forecast, but this Tuesday, the temperature climbed to 2 degrees. The snow on the ground finally started to melt, and many of us were able to take off one layer of clothing. Now, everyone has one question: is the weather getting better? Let's take a look at next week's forecast and see what's coming up. So, tonight, there is a 40% chance of flurries with a low of -3 degrees. Winds are expected to reach 30 to 50 kilometers per hour. Over the weekend, we will see a mix of sun and clouds, with cloudy nights and a chance of flurries. Saturday, we'll have a high of 2 degrees and a low of -4. Sunday, we'll see a high of 4 degrees and -2. Monday will bring a high of 5 degrees and a low of 0. Looking ahead to the next week, we can expect more clouds and some rain. So, this weekend might be a great opportunity to spend some time outdoors. Now, Mamou will tell you how to make it most of it with local events.
All right, do you have any special plans for this special weekend? Well, Valentine's Day isn't just about chocolates and roses. This year, it's time to rewind the clock and feel all the good vibes from the past. On Saturday, February 14th, from 2:30 p.m. to 10 p.m., back then, a Valentine's throwback party is taking over the Ivy Loft at 4 Fathers Brewing Co. in Cambridge. This isn't your typical Valentine's night out. It's a nostalgic celebration built around school day feels, prom night energy, and all the fun moments we remember most. The afternoon starts with a live band setting a dreamy, nostalgic tone you can sway or dance to, and as the night unfolds, a DJ keeps the throwback spirit alive with dance floor-friendly hits. There will be interactive stations, photo moments, lounge spaces, and vibes that let you move through the event at your own pace. Tickets are around $33 each, and the event is for 18 plus. But however, everyone is welcome. So if you're looking for a Valentine's experience that is a little different, this throwback party might just be the place to be this weekend. Now, if your vibe leans more into nostalgic anthems and crowd sing-alongs than candlelit dinners, we've got just the event for you. Have Hope X Maxwell's presents MO Night, Valentine's Edition, a unique Valentine's experience Waterloo style. Organized by Maxwell's Concerts and Events, the event holds at 35 University Avenue East in Waterloo. It will open at 7:30 with a show kicking off around 8 p.m. on Saturday, February 14th. For about $20, fans aged 19 and over can immerse themselves in a soundtrack of emo, pop punk, and alternative classics, brought to life by energetic live performances from Strike Tyson with DJ Rob the Skeletor keeping the dance floor moving all night long between sets. The legendary Gowan takes the stage at Center in the Square in downtown Kitchener for one night-only performance that's sure to thrill fans of classic rock and theatrical musicianship. Born in Glasgow and raised here in Canada, Lawrence Gowan is a Scottish-born Canadian rock icon whose powerful vocals, keyboard mastery, and unforgettable hits have helped define the sound of multiple generations. From his solo platinum career, including classics like A Criminal Mind and Strange Animal, to his role as frontman for Styx since 1999, Gowan brings an intensity and showmanship to the stage that's not just a concert, but an experience. This performance at Center in the Square, the region's premier live theater and performing arts venue on Queen Street North, promises a night of riffs, vocals, and nostalgia for fans both young and old. Tickets are still available with options across several price levels, so rock lovers, this might be your perfect Valentine's night out. And if you do attend, rock on. A new 6-week Sunday meditation class titled Willpower in a Digital Age is inviting participants to slow down, unplug, and reclaim their focus from the buzz around the world. Designed around Buddhist teachings on mindfulness, intention, and concentration, the series explores practical tools to help manage digital distractions, reduce screen dependency, and build a healthier relationship with technology. Between constant notifications, scrolling fatigue, and the pressure to always be online, many students and professionals are feeling the mental overload. Want to regain control? Book to attend some or all of the classes at the Buddhist Center at 203-143 Wingham Street North, Guelph, Ontario. Classes start on February 22nd to May 17th every Sunday at 2 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. Now, what's happening in our college? You'll find out soon. Erin has got the local news.
Conestoga College has received $720,000 in federal funding to support healthcare and social innovation research. The funding comes from the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada through its College and Community Social Innovation Fund, and will support 2 research projects over the next 3 years. The first project will evaluate a care transition model designed to improve health outcomes for people waiting for long-term care placement and their family caregivers. Researchers say the program helps fill critical gaps in care during one of the most vulnerable periods for patients. The second project will explore mental health, identity, and well-being among Bangladeshi Canadian youth in the Greater Toronto area. Through art-based community research, the initiative will develop storytelling and digital tools to promote mental health awareness and strengthen community connections. College officials say the funding will help advance applied research that supports healthier and more resilient communities. The projects are among 38 selected for funding across Canada in 2025. Conestoga College has been awarded a $500,000 grant from the Embark Student Foundation to support the expansion of open educational resources. The funding is part of Embark's major grant program and will support a project called Making Education Accessible with Open Educational Resources. The initiative will focus on adapting, creating, and expanding free learning materials, directly benefiting thousands of Conestoga students and potentially reaching more than 100,000 learners worldwide. Open educational resources are free teaching and learning materials that can be customized by educators. Recommended by UNESCO, these resources help reduce financial barriers for students by replacing traditional paid textbooks. Conestoga has been an early adopter of OER since 2015. Faculty members have implemented more than 8,000 open resources, generating nearly $6 million in student savings. College officials say the new funding will further strengthen access to inclusive, high-quality learning materials and support student success. The Embark Student Foundation launched its major grant program in 2023 and has awarded more than $7 million to post-secondary institutions across Canada so far. Family Day is coming up on Monday, February 16, and here's what you need to know about what's open, closed across Waterloo region. Grand River Transit will operate on a holiday schedule, while GO Transit will run on a Saturday schedule. Most retail stores, banks, and Canada Post offices will be closed. Public libraries and regional administrative offices will be also closed for the holiday. However, there are plenty of activities happening across the region. The Kitchener Market will host a Family Day celebration from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring games, entertainment, and family-friendly activities. Several local attractions will also be open, including the Ken Sealing Waterloo Region Museum, Schneider House National Historic Site, and the Kitchener-Waterloo Art Gallery, all offering special Family Day programming. Free public skating will be available at select arenas, including Activia Sports Lakes and Sports World Arena. Outdoor rinks at Carl Zeiss Square and Victoria Park will also be open, weather permitting, of course. Community centers across Kitchener will operate on modified holiday hours, offering family-focused programming throughout the day. Waterloo Region International Airport and gas stations remain open, and regular curbside waste collection will continue in many areas. Hope you have a great family day.
And now to sports news. It's another packed weekend of Condors varsity athletics. And fans across the college community are gearing up to check out some exciting matchups from our Conestoga teams. After a strong start to the winter season, both the women's and men's basketball teams hit the hardwood this weekend with big games on the schedule. Tonight at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., the Condors women's and men's basketball teams take on Niagara in what promises to be intense and competitive action right here at the Conestoga Student Recreation Center. These games are huge as the teams look to build momentum in the Ontario Colleges Athletic Association standings. The women's team has been battling hard all season, showcasing grit and teamwork in every quarter, while the men's squad is continuing their push toward the top of the conference. So expect plenty of hustle on both ends of the court tonight. And it doesn't stop with basketball. Our volleyball condos have been making noise too, coming off strong performances earlier in the season with standout victories and top-tier play. These athletes have been thrilling audiences with powerful serves, quick rallies, and unshakable team spirit as they head toward playoff contention. It's a weekend full of athletic energy, and we're going to show off some college pride and our Condor passion. So you don't want to miss a moment. Stay with CCDTV News for live updates. Well, the Olympics is ongoing. The 2026 Winter Olympic Games in Milano Cortina, Italy are hitting their stride this weekend, and Team Canada is right in the thick of the action as the athletes continue their hunt for medals and glory on the global stage. After the electrifying start of the Games, Canada's men's hockey team opened the tournament in dominant fashion on Thursday with a 5-0 shootout victory over Czechia, powered by goals from stars like Macaline Celebrini, Mark Stone, Bohovert, Nathan Makino, and Nick Suzuki, while goalie Jordan Benigtone stood tall between the pipes. Now, this weekend, Canada's men take on Switzerland in the crucial Group A matchup, set for Friday afternoon, following the big win that has fueled optimism among fans back home. It's not just hockey on the docket. Across the Olympic arenas, Canadian athletes are making their presence felt. The women's curling team continued its strong run with a decisive victory to close out preliminary play. In the fast-paced world of short-track speed skating, Courtney Sarrault carved out Olympic history by bringing home Canada's first individual short-track medal with a bronze in the women's 500 meters, and the mixed relay has already netted silver earlier in the Games. In cross-country skiing, Canada's Alison McKee posted an 8th-place finish in the women's 10 kilometers free event, the best result of its kind for the nation. Go Canada! Well, meanwhile, Team Canada's overall medal count stands strong with 3 silver and 4 bronze medals so far as the competition heats up.
For some people, theater is a hobby. For others, it's a calling. For Jane and John Watson, it's been a lifelong journey. Here's the story of Guelph Little Theater.
I'm Jane Watson. I would say I'm a creative, which means I do a whole lot of different things. Currently, I'm directing a production of the 39 Steps for the Guelph Little Theater. It goes up in January, and I'm also a writer. I have a Substack that's out there. I'm a podcaster, playwright. I'm an actor. So I just auditioned for Ginny and Georgia. So I've a multi-pronged creative life. To keep all those balls in the air at the same time is kind of my favorite thing to do. I got called to theater ever since I was little. And this is often the case you'll hear with actors. They'll say, I walked into a theater and I felt at home. And that was the case for me. I walked into my very first theater and went, I have to do this. And it felt like my people.
I'm John Watson. I also happen to be married to Jane. We've been married for over 30 years now. We actually met through the arts. I was an actor at Stratford, and she was directing a show actually in Kitchener at the Centre in the Square, the arts school, and I was brought in by Stratford to workshop on accents and dialects, which is actually what I get to use a lot of in this show as well. So it's kind of a calling. I think it's one of those weird things where it sort of found me.
So I guess I'm going to say it's the rehearsal process. Getting on stage, of course, and getting people to applaud and laugh and to say, oh, great show is also really, fulfilling. But the process of actually rehearsing and discovering things as you go is probably the most part. The aha moments when we go, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Or I understand what the playwright meant there. And oh, this is gonna be really funny. And that discovery process is really exciting as an actor and as a director.
Favorite, it was actually a musical, it's Into the Woods by Stephen Sondheim. I think that's probably my favorite of all time. Beautiful music, great story, a lot of subtlety in it, a lot of fun.
I would say of all the art forms, it's probably had the least impact because this still really depends on human beings, being with human beings, interacting, and an audience that comes to theater is craving human-to-human contact. It's probably helped in the production end of things in terms of designing sets, coming up with ideas. Definitely in the visual arts, like I said, poster design and all that kind of thing, it's had a huge impact. But I would say in the guts of what theater is, less so. I would say to everyone, there are so many community theaters that are volunteer-based and are non-profits like this one is, and they rely heavily on volunteers. So the actors are volunteers, the ushers are volunteers, the lighting, sound designers are all volunteers. So anyone who has an interest can approach the community theater in their region and say, hey, I'm interested in helping out. And there'll be people more than happy, like they would here at the Guelph Little Theater, to say, what would you like to do? And they will train you and they will bring you on board. It just takes commitment.
Thanks to our field placement student Aidan Brown for this story. It's Black History Month. We celebrate the rich heritage, achievements, and contributions of Black Canadians. Waterloo region joins these celebrations with different events and activities. Let's see what's going around the region.
Waterloo region celebrates Black History Month. The Guelph president of the Black Heritage Society gives us a glimpse on the different events.
So we've had a number of events happen this past week. The first event we had was the Clothes with Love Free Store, which happened on February 1st. On February 2nd, we had a flag raising where we raised the African Nova Scotia flag here at the Heritage Hall in Guelph. On this past Thursday, we had Let's Talk Science, where the young people learned some science experiments. And then today here we have Rooted in Resistance, a family activity that involves some art, some movie, and discussion about the resistance of the Black community in Canada. Next week is pretty quiet for us, but on February 21st, we have a concert at the Guelph Youth Music Centre, which will feature Black vocalists and the stories of Black music in Canada. We'll also be honouring Loris DaCosta, who is a great elder in our community who's been influential to many.
Councillor Colin James, our Waterloo Regional Councillor, shares the importance of celebrating Black History Month.
We do not spend enough time understanding the contributions of Black people throughout our country's history.
Dejan McClure and Thelma Francis also told us why they also think it's important to celebrate Black History Month.
That as a people, we study our history and we promote histories of resistance so that we can grow collectively and organize as a unit.
Making people more aware of different people.
To Musime Graham, Waterloo Region.
Some friendships are meant to be like your bestie at the college. Only in this story, one of them happens to be a dragon. Hiccup is a young Viking who is expected to fight dragons until he meets Toothless, a dragon who changed everything. Together, they discover courage, loyalty, and the freedom of the skies. Flying through danger, laughter, and unexpected moments, How to Train Your Dragon isn't just a story, it's an adventure you feel in your heart.
We're all descendants of the finest dragon fighters from everywhere the Vikings ever traveled. These beasts are a threat to all of our lands. It's time, Hiccup.
I have to kill you. I will, because I'm a Viking. Hear that? I'm a Viking! It's okay. I won't hurt you. bad as we think they are.
In case you forgot, our parents' war is about to become ours. Figure out which side you're on.
They've killed hundreds of us!
And we've killed thousands of them! Toothless, no! He's a friend! You all need to see this. I'm not one of them.
Wow, you've lost everything. Your father, your tribe, your best friend. What are you gonna do about it?
Probably something stupid.
Well, you've already done that.
It's something crazy. What's up to us?
Us?
Stick with me. All right, bud, you ready? Come on! Here it comes!
The terrible terror!
And the best part is, Conestoga College students can watch this movie for free on LRC website. You can find the link on our Instagram account. So, grab some popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the ride. And with that, we are coming to the end of today's broadcast. As always, thanks for joining us. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, wishing a happy Valentine's to you, and Mamou to you as well. And of course, happy Family Day. If you can't be with your loved ones, give them a call or reach out to friends because some friends become your family. Don't forget to follow CCDTV on Instagram and YouTube. See you next week.
All right, from us here, have a great day and happy Valentine's Day.